Hello guys, welcome to Net Experts. My name is Sudhanshu Kapoor. So in this session, we'll talk about how to configure Radius server. In the previous session, we'll see what is Radius server, how to configure NAT and VPN server. Now in this session, we'll see how to configure Radius server. So let's start the session, guys. So let's get into the lab. So this is my lab, as you can see that. This is my DC. Okay, this is the DC, and we have member server. Okay, so for Radius server, what do we need? I need to install NPS services, network policy server. I need to install NPS role in the member server to configure Radius server. And for Radius to configure Radius server, we have VPN and all. So we already configure VPN server, net server, and this server. So I'm going to configure now Radius. So how we can go for that? Just I open this server manager, and I'm going to go to add roles and features. Okay, so now just click on next now, and you can choose role based or feature based installation. Click on next again. This is my member server name and the IP addresses we already configured. Click on next again. And over there, we can go for network policy and access services. So we need to install this. So I just click on this and click on add features. Click on next. In features, we don't need anything. Just simply click on next. Click on next. Now restart automatic. Just enable this feature. Click on yes and click on install. So let's wait for complete the installation, guys. Okay, so services is installed. As you can see that network policy and access services is installed now. Now click on close. Now I'm going to start and going to administrative tools over there. And over there, we'll see network policy server option is there. Network policy server. So just click on this. Now you can see that the NPS, the network policy server is open now. Now first what I need to do, I need to register this NPS server in my with my Active Directory because I'm working with the Active Directory. So first I need to register it. So how we can go for that? Just right click on the NPS, and then we have the option register server in Active Directory. Let's click on this. And do you wish to authorize this computer to read users dial in and this? Let's click on OK. Simple. So I log in as you can see that I log in already with the domain admin. So so I'm able to go for that. Okay, so be sure that you log in with the domain admin and click on OK. After that, it's registered now. Now I'm going to configure this NPS with the help of VPN. So configure VPN or dial up. Okay, so as I already told you that for ADS we need VPN server. So I just choose VPN over there. VPN. Okay, we can use dial-up VPN anything. So we can go for VPN because we already configured VPN. Now give the name of the VPN. Okay, so if they're asking you the friendly names, you can give anything. So I go for by default names. Okay, you can give any name as you can see that. So click on next now. Now they ask you the Radius client. Now who's the Radius client? Okay, VPN is my Radius. VPN server is my Radius client actually. Okay, because of the VPN server, I'm able to authenticate my Radius clients as you can see that. So over there, I need to add my VPN server. So I click on add over there, and I go for VPN. I give friendly name, and my IP address of VPN server is 10.0.0.2. Okay, and I define the shared secret over there. So this is the authentication, as you can say that. So once any client is going to access the network resources through Radius server, so we need to share this secret on that time. Okay, so I go for ABC at 123. I give the password over there, ABC at 123, and click on OK. So this is how I can add my VPN server. Now click on next now. Now they ask you the authentication method. So I'm using authentication protocol, and over there I'm using app MSF version 2. Okay, so be sure that you need to select the authentication protocol over there. So by default we're using MSChap. Okay, so I use EAP MSChap version 2 protocol to authentication. Now click on next now they add you the groups. Now they if you have any group, like imagine if I have a dedicated group, like imagine I have a sales group. Okay, so what we can do once, I just go to the DC. my DC, and I'm going to create one sales group over there. Okay, I want that sales group user is able to authenticate with the ADS server. So I go for I open dsa.msc, open AD users and computers, and I'm going to create first one group in that some users, and after that I add that group in the Radius server. So I'll go for like I go for down there, and we can go for users. Right click on that, I click on new, and we have the option group. So click on group. Imagine that this is my um, sales group, as you can see that. So sales, click on OK. So this is my sales group, and now in that group I'm going to create some users. So I'll go to create some users now. Click on new, and go for user. So we'll go for start with U11. My username is U11. And I give the password. Oops, sorry, password is not match. No. Okay, I use this password never expires. Click on next and click on finish. I'm going to create another group, another user, U12. Click on next, give the password, and I'll go for user cannot change, user password never expires. Click on next and click on finish. So I have two users, user 11, user 12. Now I'm going to add both these users in the group. So I'll go to add to group, select both users, right click and add to group. I give a group name. My group name is sales, and click on check names. Click on OK, like this. Okay, now I'll minimize this. I go to my member server again, and now I'm going to add the user, that group in this, because I want that these when these users are going to access any resources in my network, so they need to go for Radius server. So I click on add over there, and over there we need to go for define the group. My group name is sales, and click on OK. That's it. So my sales group is so this Radius server is used to uh, um, authenticate this sales group users. Now click on next. Okay, so these are some specify IP filters, and also we configure these things later part. Okay, in upcoming lectures. If I click on next temple, click on next. It gives me the basic encryption mode and all. So I'm using the basic by default encryption, and click on next. Simply click on next again. So I nothing do anything. I don't create any policies and anything. I'm not creating anything. I just simply click on finish. Now we'll configure the Radius server. Now how we can see that? So if you go for that, if I click on over there, the Radius clients over there, this shows me the Radius client is VPN 10.0.0.2, and if I go to the Radius over there in the policies, if I go to the connection request policies, so one connection request policy is created over there, as you can see that virtual private network connections, one connection request policies are automatically created for VPN or dial-up connection. And then we can go for network policies. If you go to network policies over there, you can see that the one network policy also created automatically. Okay, and it's a grant access to the users. So if I have a sales users, if they're able to access this network, so Radius server is there to authenticate those users. So like this is the way how to configure the Radius server with the help of network policy server, network policy server rule. This is the way, guys, how to configure the Radius server. This is all set now. So that's it for this session, guys. I hope you're able to understand this session. Please like this session and share this session with your friends, and subscribe the channel for more technical videos, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for watching.